Turning to Kentucky politics, a new bill would strip away the governor's power to appoint its own head of transportation. Senate President Robert Stivers says the legislation was prompted by former Governor Matt Bevin's hoarding of discretionary road funds and funneling them to his unsuccessful re-election campaign. Governor Beshear calls the legislation an unfair attempt to hold the behavior of previous leaders against current and future governors. But the bill's sponsor denies it's a power grab, saying it would actually take politics out of the process of determining where money is spent on road projects. And Chip, I don't believe that anyways, because these guys don't ever want to take politics out of anything. So it's definitely a political thing.
Yeah, and I think, unfortunately, Beshear's right. I mean, I think Bevin's sins, he's probably being punished for Bevin's sins, but that's the way life works sometimes. When the person ahead of you abuses or misuses certain things, then a lot of times the next guy's going to pay the price, and it looks like that's what's happening right
We
here.
see it all the time in sports. The NCAA slaps something on a team from 2013, and the team from 2015 is the one that suffers.
The new coach comes in and has to deal with the ramifications.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yep. All right. In Louisville, a Jefferson County Board of Education member is under fire for comments she made during a meeting this week that some see as racist. Here are Linda Duncan's remarks from Tuesday night.
It's just a shame that somehow or other there's this notion that everybody does things proportionate to the group that they belong to, and you can't prove it. I mean, if we did that with our basketball teams, they would look entirely different than what they look like right now. If we said, oh well, our African Americans are only 37% of the population, so therefore our basketball team should only be 37% of the population. It just doesn't. These things just don't make sense.
Duncan was challenging the disproportionality of how kids are disciplined for bad behavior. After the comment, the Urban League tweeted it's time for Duncan to be relieved of her duties. Her comments and attitude are not representative of a district desiring to embrace, educate, and empower a student body as diverse as JCPS. In an interview later in the week, Duncan defended what she had said.
Tell me what I said that was inaccurate, and then if you can't tell me what I said that was inaccurate, you're just bullying.
No plans on your part then to step down or anything like that?
No, if somebody can tell me what I said that was inaccurate, then I'll look at that.
Other people on social media are also asking Duncan to resign. Chip, I'm not sure that everyone should be fired for mistakes they make, but this is not the right analogy to use.
No, I mean, I don't know what her intent was. I think she used an analogy and it just went bad. I mean, just went completely off the rails, full of generalizations, stereotypes. I can't say that I blame people who want her to resign. I don't know what's in her heart, but it certainly was a bad look, and it's certainly something that in that position you should know that you just can't say that.
And then when you follow it up with, tell me what I said that was wrong.
You double down, you doubling down on it. Now, if she had been a little more like, I misspoke or tried to explain, but I didn't see any of that from her.
No, there was none of that. All right, now in Hey Kentucky, in case you missed it, a review of recent headlines. The push by our U.S. senators to bring the Army's newest headquarters to Fort Knox has paid off. The Kentucky Post has been selected as the fourth such location, which will bring an additional 635 soldiers to the Bluegrass. Governor Beshear is trying to discourage fellow Democrats from using Jonathan Hurst as a campaign consultant. Beshear says he won't help raise money for any candidate who uses Hurst, who was targeted by the FBI and served as a key witness in campaign finance case against former Democratic Party Chairman Jerry Lundergan. And the EKU linebacker who was caught on camera body slamming an Ohio police officer has been disciplined by the team. Redshirt sophomore Michael Harris has been suspended indefinitely. Up next on Hey Kentucky, Lexington is part of the trend of virtual reality gaming. The new Circle Circular takes us behind the scenes at a recent local tournament when we return.